Hi there, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba.
I'm Olivia Massir.
I'm John Humphrey.
We all love Game of Thrones. We wanted to watch it together.
Winter's here.
We have our camera plugged in. It's streaming from our laptop. That way we could just do this all in one take. Because, we don't have to worry about the camera cutting every 30 minutes. Olivia has read all the Game of Thrones books, so I figured it would be best if we had someone who's more of an expert than John and I here.
What are you talking about?
A couple of things I wanted to mention right up front. First off, YouTube only allows for at least 10 minutes of footage to be shown for the YouTube video reactions. Last year or 2 years ago when we did like part 1, part 2, like pretty much divided it up, we got into some copyright issues and a few of those videos got blocked. So this one episode, every episode for season 8, it's only gonna be 10 minutes worth of the reaction, but the full-length TV show reactions stream-alongs, you can go to our Patreon page, head over there. We have plenty of shows where we do reaction watch-alongs, and we also have several shows with reaction highlights included, and a bunch of other goodies. And last thing I wanted to mention, the person who's going to be editing this for us, because there's a bunch of boxes behind us, we're in the middle of moving, so we needed to hire an editor. We hired our good friend Eric over at Nerd Chronic. This guy edits for several people, including Iman Snow, Akasan, the Schmodown. He's worked there as well. He's just a very, very friendly guy. You can check out his YouTube videos, his podcasts, anywhere you could really find podcasts. He's a really wonderful dude. And so thank you, Eric, so much for helping us edit this video. Follow him at Nerd Chronic. Anyway, enough intro time. Let's get to the main event. Oh, it's starting.
Home box office.
It's just HBO. Come back.
Oh,
new
shit.
credits.
New credits, guys. Peter Dinklage is top billing.
Yeah, because everyone loves him. Oh my goodness.
Arya.
She's such a badass.
They're related.
I know. I still don't know about it.
Oh, we're gonna get their reunion scene,
Yes.
guys. Oh. You didn't notice her.
He has to look forward. He's a badass.
Yeah, he's got to keep that strong chin up for his people.
Wow.
Ugh.
Oh, look at that.
Arya
Everyone's
wants
scared,
one.
but she's like, wow.
She's like, fucking
Arya wants to ride a dragon.
Look, I love Proud Mom, Daddy. I love it.
Oh, he's almost smiling.
You're a man. Almost.
Did you lose your balls too? Because we got 2 in the group already.
It's starting to get out of hand, man.
The North is as beautiful as your brother claimed. As are you.
Bitch.
Wait a minute. She has every reason.
We don't have time for this. The Night King has your dragon. He's one of them now.
Wow, he just dropped a bomb.
March south.
Great, how are you doing?
You left Winterfell a king and came back a...
Bitch.
I'm not sure what you are now.
Ooh.
I had a choice. Keep my crown or protect the North. I chose the North.
Some leadership right there.
And soon the Lannister army will ride north to join our cause.
Dude.
No.
Why would you mention that now?
Don't trust-
People haven't
no.
been friends in the past.
What do dragons eat, anyway?
People.
Whatever they want.
Okay, well that is not gonna work. This season's gonna be like the Avengers, but if every Avenger was like a whole bunch of people.
This would be a fun, wacky sitcom. Oh, will they or won't they get along with his new girl? Ooh. I saw this in the trailers.
You used to be taller.
How did you sneak up on me?
How did you survive a knife through the heart?
I didn't.
Oh.
Yay.
Yay. It's only been how long? How long? Like a week in their time?
Yeah. Several years is equivalent of a week.
Have you ever used it?
Oh, where have you been, dog?
She's used it more than that. Don't
downplay your accomplishments.
He's like a serial killer at this point.
Probably more than
Sneak
you
up
do
on
with
anybody
your
and
sword,
wear
but
multiple
okay.
faces.
Sansa thinks she's smarter than everyone.
She's the smartest person I've ever met.
Thank you, Arya.
You defending her.
I'm defending our family.
Thank you.
So is she.
Thank you.
Damn.
Jesus
My family
Christ.
too.
It's like he's possessed by a magical vagina. I don't understand
Are you
it.
saying he's like supremely whipped?
Yes, he's like, it's like what happens every time someone sleeps with Dany. It's insane.
She does seem to have some kind of glamour power over everyone in the show.
Isn't it canon? She has a magical. Okay.
The dead have broken through the wall.
Oh, she's okay with that.
Yeah, she's psyched about
I didn't
that.
want it to happen.
Ooh, money shots. I just want to see their budget this season. That's pretty much all I'm here for.
Yeah, just shoot copies of their accounting reports.
What's really impressive is how everyone looks exactly like how they did 2 years ago.
know,
For
right?
production design, for a show, that's really impressive, actually.
And an honored guest.
Good. As a true friend and an honored guest.
I get to fuck you.
Take your clothes off.
Oh man.
War sometimes lasts years.
She's
How
smart.
bad do you
You
want
want
it?
a whore, buy one. You want a queen? Earn her.
And that's why she's gonna die.
What are you doing, Cersei?
Don't do this, Cersei.
Ew.
No.
No.
Do I please the queen?
You might be the most arrogant man I've ever met.
Yes, he does.
I like that.
Ha ha ha.
Now I want to be alone.
I'm going to put a prince in your belly.
Oh shit.
She's so smart.
He's gonna think. Oh, that's clever.
She is so
Damn.
smart.
That is clever. You did that to me when we first started dating. Remember that?
I did.
Shouts out to all the Cersei's baby theorists. She just started to tear up there.
Ugh. Nice. Whoa.
This is cool.
It is.
Hell yeah.
Theon. Aww.
Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die.
Please don't die.
Now you headbutt her. Okay.
That's their secret handshake.
Euron can't defend the Iron Islands. You want to go to Winterfell to fight for the Starks.
Aw, Theon.
Go.
You've had a really hard life, buddy.
Dude, he has had a messed up life.
He's kind of
He's brought some of that upon himself
some
for
of
sure.
it.
But he's also had a messed up life.
But damn, he's really trying to make up for his shit, so.
But yeah, man.
It's his mission in life now.
I mean, he betrayed the Starks, but he suffered a fuck ton for that.
Your sister doesn't like me.
She's good at reading people.
How did you pick that up?
Know you.
She doesn't need to be my friend. But I am her queen.
Oh my god, you're such a bitch.
She needs to fear me.
Exactly, like, Jesus Christ.
If she can't respect me,
I'm gonna
what?
fucking burn her to
What?
death.
What? What's she gonna do?
She gotta get to know you to be able to respect you.
Dragon's trying to be like, you're a Targaryen, man.
He's like, come on.
Go on.
I don't know how to ride a dragon.
Oh my god.
Nobody does until they ride a dragon.
Come on, Hiccup.
He doesn't want me
I
to.
was gonna say, we're actually getting this.
Jon Snow.
Oh shit, is he gonna ride the dragon?
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do
He's
it.
gonna ride the dragon.
They're gonna do it on top of the dragons. In midair.
Whoa! Look at him go.
Oh my Goodness gracious.
How do you not know?
That jacket was a gift from Tim Burton. That is intense.
It's cold up here for a southern girl.
So keep your queen warm.
Incest!
Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as they don't know about it.
We know. We all know. That's right.
He doesn't like it. Like,
Oh,
do you guys...
Even the dragons are like, what the hell, you guys?
They're gonna have like a really kinky relationship.
What? It's like doing it with a pet watching you.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Which one are you?
Leave him be.
Ooh.
You left me to die.
Why wouldn't
First
you?
I robbed you.
Fuck yeah, Arya.
You're a cold little bitch, aren't you? Because that's why you're still alive.
We're not gonna catch up?
That is exactly how they would reunite. That's exactly how it would go down.
It's Valyrian steel. I always knew you were just another rich girl.
You don't know any other rich girls.
Burn?
Aw, she's put
one of them gonna die.
Come in.
You want to worry about who holds what title? I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Without her, we don't stand a chance. Do you have any faith in me at all?
No, I don't either.
What?
You know I do.
Dude, he's totally right.
She's not her father.
I should know. I'm related to her.
And I'm not him either, you know?
If it's not too much trouble, I could use a pardon. But my father had other ideas.
Oh, she just
Mostly about
realized
him being a dick.
I just killed your whole family.
Not Randall Tarlish.
You know?
Yes.
I've smelled his burning flesh.
I offered to let him retain his lands and titles that he
Shit.
doesn't need.
I'm gonna ask for some more stuff.
Stop being at home again. Now that my brother's the law.
Oh,
Yeah, about that.
he also
Stood
refused.
with you for
Oh,
Oh my god, why are you... Tact, Danny, tact. Jesus Christ.
Sam. Oh, Sam.
So uncomfortable.
And John's gonna be like, you guys, she's not that bad.
May I?
She's
Oh,
the worst.
Oh.
Look at her.
oh, buddy, no. Ugh.
I saw that whole conversation.
I'm gonna go tell John right now that he's sleeping with his aunt.
Oh shit, is it
Are
gonna
we gonna
happen in
have
this
it now?
episode?
Like,
Damn.
God.
Oh my god.
Not wasting any time.
No, they gotta wrap a lot up.
Yes.
8 hours of our life.
We got a bunch of like 4-hour episodes to go.
I've executed men who disobeyed me. You've also spared men. Thousands of wildlings when they refused to kneel. I wasn't a king. You've always been.
Oh shit, it's coming.
I gave up my crown, so.
He's gonna say it, you guys. He's gonna
I'm not
say
king
it.
in the north anymore.
I'm not talking about the king in the north, I'm talking about the king of the bloody seven kingdoms.
Oh my
I'm
god.
so happy. It's so early in the show.
The real father was Rhaegar Targaryen. You've never been the bastard.
Bastards.
You're Aegon Targaryen, true heir to the Iron Throne.
Holy
My God.
shit.
It's treason. It's the truth. You gave up your crown to save your people. Would she do the same?
Ooh. And it's not even ending there. We have more, you guys.
He's gonna bang her one more time before he tells
Of
her.
course.
Right?
He's gonna be like, that vagina.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
good. Just can't.
You're
Give
my,
it up.
You're my aunt.
As he's doing it with
Right,
her.
right before he finished.
Oh no.
It's the Wildlings, right?
Yeah.
No, where are they?
I'm assuming Castle Black.
The lights in this apartment are kind of limiting some of the vision.
I know, I can't see the
banners. Yeah.
Stay back, he's got blue eyes!
I've always had blue eyes. Did you find anyone?
Oh, no!
Younger boy. If the horses last, we'll get there before the den. You just have to hope that.
Oh, what the fuck? No! Oh, yeah. Oh, it's like some Hellraiser shit.
Wow.
Team Undead, you guys. Team Night King.
Richard Brake.
Jamie?
Oh, fuck!
The Slayer.
Damn. Oh, shit.
Oh.
I also saw this movie.
Hey, remember? Remember when you caused me be in this fucking wheelchair?
Oh, snap.
I want Brandon to wheel himself over there. Confront him.
This is your fault! This is your fault! Oh shit, we haven't seen Brad get emotional in
I have no
years.
emotions over anything, but I'm gonna beat the shit out of you!
Get me up, pick me up! You can still use my hand.
This is the moment I've been waiting for. You have no hand.
Bite your bleeding kneecaps off!
Well, let's talk about it. Well, guys, what'd you think of the episode?
I mean, I'm still a little, putting myself together. I'm still a little speechless from the excitement of everything and seeing everybody coming back together, seeing just the setup of all the stakes, and I think, the elephant in the room of like, holy shit, they just came out and told him,
Yeah.
With Sam.
I mean, it is similar to how I remember when the last season came around. People were like, the first episode was kind of like, it was cool. It wasn't anything super exciting, but that's what they do. The first episodes, they're setting you up. So maybe the crazy, exciting stuff that hasn't happened yet with all the big battles we heard that are going to be in this episode, or, any of that crazy amount of budget we heard that is going to be infused in here. It's all like, it's been a couple of years, even though there's been a lot of recaps and stuff. It's reintroduction. You get a few cool reunions that I liked. Arya and the Hound, I thought was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Some stuff I thought they kind of wrapped up a little quicker than I expected. And they had that cliffhanger with Theon going to go rescue his sister Yara, and I think that's her name. And then they wrap that up really quick. He goes rescue her. And then we're heading out there, and it's cool where Theon's adventure is going to next.
Oh yeah, going to back up the Starks.
Yeah.
Going to make good on past transgressions.
This episode was just a lot of quick catch-ups. Quick catch-ups all around with a lot of Winterfell focus and, Daenerys and Jon. You guys, you didn't really seem to be liking it. I thought it was cool that he was riding the dragons. But then you do bring up a good point of how has no one really put this together yet?
I thought overall it was a good episode. I think it's a good episode when it doesn't end with, it's a good episode when Jon finding out who he is isn't the end.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a good episode. I think it was very Harry Potter-ish with, at the beginning of every Harry Potter movie, they're all like, oh, hey, we're back at Hogwarts, reunion.
Yeah.
Totally.
And so I felt like it was very much that, but it makes sense for what it is. But I liked it. I thought it was good. I just don't like Dany and Jon together, so I'm very anti-incest. Maybe that's...
Maybe
that's what it is.
Maybe
Not about incest.
maybe it'll make the relationship even stronger now. You guys think about that?
I don't think how does
The incest?
the incest the incest makes it stronger.
Are they turned off by incest in this?
I know some
In
people
this
aren't.
world, are they?
They
In
should
this
be.
world,
That's
are
what
they?
a lot of people. That's what a lot of people are like. Well, the Targaryens. It's like
And the Lannis-
incest is normal.
even with
but I don't care. It's not normal for us.
Even for
so,
Jaime and Cersei.
I mean, maybe it is normal for you people, but not. It's not normal for us people watching it. So
Well,
we shouldn't be rooting for it.
with Jaime and Cersei, everyone seems to know about it, and no one's like, I can't believe you did that with your brother.
But it's still looked down on. That's why she's
Some
not going
people
around
still-
saying, "Yeah, I fucked my brother."
It's taboo, but still, it's like no, everyone's like, yeah. It's like we shouldn't talk about it, but whatever. That's kind of the attitude everyone seems to have about
still
it.
That's
No
why
one's like, oh.
that's why Ned got beheaded. Is because they were like, he was gonna tell everyone she was fucking her brother.
The
But even
sense I get is that people do look down upon like Jamie and Cersei getting together because they're directly brother and sister. That's like 1 degree separation. I feel like people get chiller in this society anyway of the show the further out in your family that you get. So like people would find out that Daenerys is Jon's aunt and be like,
well, you know what?
but not. I don't think to the same degree where it's like, oh, this is your brother, dude. Like with Cersei.
The tease that they had with what was the line that Sam said about that how he would sacrifice his position as king, but would Daenerys sacrifice her position as queen?
I think that's going to be the biggest obstacle, more so than if they're related.
And I didn't even think about that, but a lot of the things that sort of how Emilia Clarke sort of gets criticized for her portrayal of Daenerys of not being too much of an emotional character.
You mean this?
She
I
smiled
don't
a
think
lot
your sister
today.
likes me.
I know she
Ride
gets,
the dragon.
but I'm
Hold on to what you want,
kind of wondering if that's going to factor in though to this show with like they had that whole thing with her killing Sam's parents, Sam's dad and Sam's brother, and how she didn't seem to. She was just kind of very stoic about the whole thing. Like a very slight hint of guilt, if even that.
Like it's just a really
She was just
awkward,
like,
just like
they didn't
a-
have their knees, so.
Hey, so thanks a lot for doing me a huge favor.
And it seems like even though Jon Snow is a lot of people in the North are opposed against this whole situation. If they find out who Jon Snow really is, I feel like they're all going to want Jon Snow to really be the king at this
Yeah.
point,
As they would.
Yeah.
as they would, and what kind of conflict is that going to create for not just between Jon Snow and Daenerys, but Daenerys and everyone, because I'm kind of wondering where this is all. I didn't think about that dark path that it could lead down.
Yeah.
Not just like, oh, we're gonna have to talk this out, but Daenerys can get very violent in the way she reacts with that Targaryen blood that she has.
Yeah. She gets quick to displays of power sometimes, where she ought maybe not to. But
It's like I can see Jon Snow not wanting to kill Daenerys, but I can see Daenerys being like, "Fuck that! I'm gonna kill Jon." Exactly.
She wants to
Yeah.
be queen. I mean, and this
That
is
plain and simple. Yeah.
this is now a threat to her being queen because he is the rightful heir to the throne. So that's ultimately going to be the bigger obstacle, which it really shouldn't be because incest. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I also think it's funny that they ended with Bran and Jaime because Bran's not going to do anything. He's going to have no reaction. He's a 3-eyed raven now. He's going to be like, he's going to go up to him and mumble some stuff like, "You will die in 3 days," or something like that. It's going to be no relation. And Jaime's going to be like all nervous and then he's going to be like, "Oh, you don't care. Okay, goodbye."
Well, the way this show edited that ending moment, edited it as if it was a cliffhanger, but
Yeah.
it's not really I don't think it's a real cliffhanger. I think
Yeah.
it's just the final note of the last of the reunions. You know what I mean?
when does that? Because that happens in the first episode of the first season.
Yeah,
right? When he
yeah.
pushes
It's the very end of the first episode.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So in that way, I guess that's how it made sense to me. It was like, oh, okay. So they're like bookending it. If like the very
I guess.
end of everything ends with them coming face to face again.
It's sort of captured in a way like cliffhanger, what's going to happen, but I don't think anything's going to happen from it. It's
Bran's
just
not gonna. Bran doesn't care.
I think it's
Bran's
just-
changed and Jamie's changed so much since that moment,
Well, I think it's a way for them both. It's like maybe in a way both of them shouldn't be here or something, and it's a way that like after so long for the show to kind of acknowledge the longevity and to harken back to a moment from the very first episode or something like that. So like I don't feel like it does a lot of thrust to the story, but as just a motif to end this return upon.
I wish we got some moments with like Brienne or
Yeah.
or Podrick.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to get a little bit of. You see them in the background at one point.
Yeah, they showed up for a day of shooting.
At least do a close up on them and have them exchange one line of dialogue.
Yeah, so we can know how they're doing.
Well, this seemed to be sort of reflective of how far we've come since season 1, because you do get that opening shot. Even though I know they're all in Winterfell, that's the whole point. it did semi remind me of how the very opening shot, the very opening scene of the first episode of this whole series took place in the wintertime. When they see that first White Walker, and then the way that episode ends is with Jaime pushing Bran out the window, and then this episode ends with them reunite, like them seeing each other again since that moment.
Yeah, man.
And I truly love how they have Arya and Sansa sticking by each other's side.
Yeah.
That makes the most sense to me. And it doesn't make sense to me that Jon does not see where Sansa's coming from, or Arya, when the outsiders have been the biggest threat to the Starks the entire show.
Right.
So, of course, it makes sense that another outsider comes in and Sansa's like, what the hell, you know?
Yeah.
Of course it makes sense. So Jon going in and being like, why aren't you being nice to my girlfriend? Like, it's baffling to me, and kind of talking down to Sansa instead of talking through it or understanding where she's coming from frustrates me a little bit. And that's where I get more frustrated at the Dany and Jon dynamic, and I feel it's more forced.
Well, I feel like everyone's so emotional at this because Jon Snow has had everyone always up against him for pretty much every major choice he's ever had to make.
So as most of the
no, exactly. That's why they're all emotional about the whole thing.
And yeah, for everybody, because he has had such a tenuous relationship with like literally everyone, and it's like there were mutinies and things, and like there was a lot that led to him becoming king of the North and all that stuff. So like I imagine, like even one slip like this is enough to kind of make everybody woozy about Jon Snow again. And I don't know, I feel like maybe if the personal scenes between Jon and Dany were, I don't know, something different, it could back up. Because, like, I understand Jon's point. We got to protect the North. Like, I brought you back, like, weapons and shit. We have dragons now.
At this point, with the dead.
I risked my life to bring back a White Walker.
I get his point, but I also get Sansa's point of, why don't you understand why everyone's cautious?
I mean, it's a big gray area.
Yeah.
It's not black. Like, Jon has a great point that it doesn't matter who's leader when the fucking dead are coming our way. What matters is we can all survive, and that's what he cares first and foremost about.
But you still got to connect with the people on their level.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly, because that's what's got him killed, is that decision-making before.
Yeah.
Without bringing it to the people.
So what was happening with the little boy tied up and the way the shape was done?
It's the White Walker design.
Okay,
So when the first White Walker was killed, I'm not sure what the tie-in to the little kids in the White Walker is, because that's how the first White Walker was made. The Night King was the symbol that was made, and in the first episode you see that design. So that's how that design is made here as well. It's in the shape of the White Walker design.
Gotcha.
Just with that little boy who was
and that was
he came into the hall at the beginning, right?
And that was from the first episode when you see that sign?
You see that sign in the first episode, and then
this is so coming full circle.
As also in the episode where you find out how the Night King was made. Like
I remember that episode, that moment.
Yeah.
With those alien-looking kind of creatures. You
see the children form that design.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So at first I thought it was the Targaryen symbol, but it's not. It's a White Walker. I was like, is that Targaryen?
It is kind of
interesting.
Funny how we didn't really have because you're right, she did get over her dragon death pretty quick. And
Bran mentions it.
There seemed to be no concern over the stake of the situation of they have their own dragon now.
Yes.
Like, we have 2 dragons, but they have one, and they have a whole army of the undead. There are some serious odds here.
There's some serious odds, and now how are we going to defeat an undead dragon?
Exactly.
That there's no conversation about that. There's no conversation about how are her dragons going to feel going up against
all these episodes need to be 90 minutes.
We only have 5 episodes left.
I thought there's 8 episodes, 6 or 7. Or,
there's only 6. So I'm like, we only have 5 episodes left. This is gonna be like chaos, man. It's like.
Oh yeah, I mean, I really did like this episode. Of course, it's exciting because it's the first time Game of Thrones has come back. This seemed to lean a little bit more into the soap opera side of Game of Thrones instead of like the cool political debate side of Game of Thrones, which I thought we were gonna get more of.
I think we get more of that with Cersei, which is why I do love more of the Cersei scenes, is because you do get the political undertone and
she's actually leading like you
Well,
know,
yeah, even the
an
moment that
actual
seemed
society.
Yeah.
even the moment that seemed like it would be soap opera when she after she has sex with Euron.
Euron Greyjoy.
Then you find out, oh wait, there was another kind of plan here because she's already pregnant, right?
She's already pregnant.
And that's Jaime's baby. Oh, that's so smart. I'm gonna put a little prince here. You're like, damn, she is clever.
But then you also have to
Cersei.
realize that prophecy that none of her children will live. So what's going to happen to that baby?
I thought it was in reference to the specific 3 that already died.
No, it says that she will never have like all of her kids, right? The prophecy was that.
Doesn't matter. Cersei's gonna die this season anyway.
So are Jamie, so are most of the
There is
characters, so.
there is a popular theory on the internet that Cersei's baby is dead and that Cersei is, you know, a known fibber. So like, and I will say that through that lens, at the very end of the shot, when Euron leaves the room and you can see like the gears turning, she does look like she's like tearing up at the end. Like
Or
something's
was she
wrong.
even really
Like,
pregnant with
Yeah.
Jamie's baby?
I wonder.
And now she's going to
wonder.
be pregnant. And that's why she was smiling.
My theory is that she thinks she's not pregnant and that she secretly is, but she thinks she's lying to everybody about being pregnant. So she's going to be the most surprised when she is.
All right, guys. Well, what theories do you have that are speculating now from watching this episode of Game of Thrones? Hopefully this video is at least up on YouTube. Might not be monetized, but hopefully it's at least up on YouTube. Well, you guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Click that notification bell. Thanks, Olive Branch, for being here. Follow her at Forever Tiffany's. You'll find photos of her and I on there, and cats. It's a great time. I'm your male gigolo, babes.
Ew. You're my Jon Snow.
Deuce Gregolo.
Oh, God. Stop.
Oh, that makes you...
Stop. We're outroing this. And what else is there for Patreon?
Patreon.
That's right. The full-length TV show reaction is over at our Patreon page, so go there right away, please, if you want to watch along with us. Because Eric, I'm sure you had a great time cutting this down since we talked so much during this.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Nerd Chronic. Please, go follow him on Twitter. Go check out his YouTube videos and podcasts. Links in the description box. We'll see you guys next week and more videos throughout the week on The Real Rejects. Peace out.
Peace.